Hi, this video clip is going to basically explain to you how your program is going to work. I did put together a cycling program, and it does not focus on endurance, but it does focus on strength. I decided that it is this on season, you really work on your endurance of cycling, and during the off season, I think you should work on strength so that you develop more efficient muscles that are stronger, that one stroke can push you farther. With the end result, you'll need less energy to go further distances because your muscles are going to be stronger and more efficient. It is not designed to bulk you up or anything like that. The program is 12 weeks long, and it's divided into 4 phases. Each phase is 3 weeks. You should work at your utmost potential each phase. At the end of each phase, you should be, a little bit stronger. The first phase is simply strengthening, getting your body ready for the weeks to come. It's a light to moderate weight of 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps. We're getting your muscles, tendons, ligaments, everything all ready for your strength program. The first set, I would like to see you try to hit 15. When you're on rep 12, you should be starting to have difficulty. By the time you hit 15, you should be tired out. You should rest about a minute and a half between these sets. Second set, try to hit 15. Third set, add some weight, try to hit 12. You're resting a minute and a half between each set. We're using lighter weights. We can move a little bit quicker. When you feel like you hit 15 or 12 and it's too easy, add a little bit more weight. As long as you're hitting the 12 to 15 reps, that's fine. The second phase is 3 weeks as well, and that phase will start week 4. You will use heavier weights, not extremely heavier, but I want you now to take it down in reps, and I want you to hit 8 to 12 reps for 4 sets. So we're increasing the weight, we're increasing the sets, but decreasing the repetitions. This time I would like you to rest a minute and a half to 2 minutes between sets because the weight is heavier. When you hit 6 to 10, you should feel exhausted. You should really need to try to get those last 2 reps up. That's going to show you have the correct weight. I'd like to see the first set at 12 reps, second set 10 reps, and the last 2 sets try to hit 8 reps. So if you can, increase the weight a little bit as you can each set. Because you're doing more sets with more rest, you might not get done. If you have just an hour, you might not get done with as many exercises as you like. So, try to complete as many as you can. The next week, pick different exercises. So the second phase, you're slowly increasing your strength. So the next phase, you will start at week 7. And we're increasing the weight once again, or if you're not able to, keep that weight the same. But we are increasing the number of sets. So we're going to do 8 to 12 reps for 5 sets. So we're keeping the number of reps, increasing the number of sets. This will allow you to become stronger and not bigger, that it's going to affect your cycling. We're getting these muscles stronger. So this time, 5 sets, I'd like to see it. First set, try to hit 12 reps. Second set, 10. And the last 3 sets, 8 reps. Each time, increase that weight as you see fit. By now, you should be in the swing of things. And I'd also like you to rest once again, 1.5 to 2 minutes per set. Make sure those muscles are ready to go again. Finally, we have the last 3 weeks of the program which will take you to weeks 9 to 12. This is our heaviest weeks in the program. We're going to do 5 sets of 4 to 8 reps. I never want you to go under 4 reps. So even if 6 is your lowest, that's fine, but never under 4. So we're going to do 5 sets of 4 reps. I want you to rest 2 to 3 minutes per each set. And once again, some days you might not be able to finish all the exercises, but we're at heavy weights now. When you hit 6, you need to try to push out 2 more. So our sets are going to look like 8 reps first set, 8 reps second set, 6 reps the next 2 sets, and the last set 4 to 6 reps. So that is what your program is going to look like. And once again, it's going to try to develop strength. You're going to Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, or every other day, complete the weight program. I don't want you to do weights 2 days in a row. So if you can't do it Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you might want to do Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. But please don't do it 2 days in a row. Have a day or 2 of rest. I do have some cycling in there on your off days. Another important thing during the last phase, if you want to use some power movements up to really get those muscles stronger, I do have some jump squats in there. When you squat, I want you to push that weight up, explode it up on the last set during this last phase. So next, what I'm going to do is just give you an example of the exercises. Each exercise in the next video clip will be on your program so that you have an idea of what to expect and how to do the exercises. Okay, good luck, and here we go. The next exercise is, the first exercise is your chest press, and it's on a flat bench. We are using the barbell. Some important notes: you want to keep your back at a natural arch. You do not want to arch your back. You do not want to lift your hips off the bench or put your head, tilted back on the bench. You want to keep yourself flat with a natural arch in the back. You want to lower the bar straight down to your chest and straight up over. So we look something like this. The bar is right above your chest. You bring it straight up, lower it straight down. Straight up, lower it straight down. The back is in a natural arch. The head is back on the bench. And the hips are not lifted. You can do the same exercise with the dumbbells. Same thing. You don't want to arch your back. You don't want to raise your hips off the bench or tilt your head back. So you want to bring the barbells down to your side, dumbbells rather, squeeze it up, down to your side. For a variation, you could squeeze up and turn. Squeeze up and turn. So that would be your flat bench exercise. Okay, our next exercise is the incline chest press. Once again, we're using the barbell, or you can also use the dumbbell. This works your chest, your shoulders, and your biceps. You want to take a medium shoulder width grip on the bar. You want the bench to be at a 25 to 30 degree angle. You don't want it up too high because it'll concentrate more on the shoulders. The incline does work the upper portion of the chest more. You want to bring the bar straight down to your upper chest and push it straight back up. Mistakes are bouncing the bar off, lifting your feet off the floor, things like that. So it would look something like this. Take the bar off, all the way down to the upper part of the chest, press it up, down, and press it up. Once again, you don't want to bounce the bar off your chest. You don't want to lift the feet off the floor. You can also do that same exercise with our dumbbells, just like we did the flat bench. Upper part of the chest down, squeeze it up. Once again, you can also add a turn for a variation as well. Big stretch, squeeze it up, hitting the upper portion of the chest. Okay, the next exercise is a push-up. It's a great exercise for your upper body and also your core. Things to remember is you want your hands a little wider than shoulder width apart. Closer, you're going to hit your triceps a little more. You want to be up on your toes. Legs are about shoulder width apart. You want to keep your body aligned, your head and neck straight. Bring it all the way down and push it up. All the way down and push it up. Mistakes are arching your lower back down, bringing your head down, and lifting your butt up too high. So that's your basic push-up. All right, our next exercise is a basic dip on the bench. This works your triceps, your shoulders, your chest, your back. It's a great exercise. The closer your legs are to the bench, the easier it is. The further out your legs are, the more difficult it is. You're going to bring yourself all the way down, straight up. Your hands are right next to your butt, and you're just going to bring it straight down, push it up. Straight down, push it up. A variation to make it a little harder would be adding some weight between the legs. Same positioning, hands next to your butt, straight down, push it up. It's a basic dip. Things are keeping, the mistakes would be moving too far away from the bench, having your hands too wide. Those are some simple mistakes. Okay, the next exercise is for your back and the back of your shoulders, bent over dumbbell row. The positioning, you want to bend over, keep your head in line with the spine. You want to cock your head up. You don't want to arch your back, and you want to be bent over. You're going to bring the dumbbells down, bring them straight up to the rib cage, and slowly bring them down. Straight up, slowly bring them down. A variation would be turn the dumbbells facing forward. Great exercise for your back of your shoulders, the bent over dumbbell row. Okay, the next exercise is a renegade row. It's a compound move. It works by both pushing and pulling the muscles. You're going to do a push-up and a row. You're working, so it's a compound move. You want to start in a push-up position, grip a pair of dumbbells. So you want to perform one push-up, and at the top, row. Push-up, and at the top, row. Some mistakes would be poor posture, holding your butt up, not having a plank position, not stabilizing your body. This is also a core move, and you want to keep the hips aligned. You don't want to turn. So if your feet are wider, sometimes that makes it a little bit easier. So that, not easier, but so that you're able to keep your hips aligned to the floor. Renegade row. Next exercise on your program is, I call it the ball in. I'm not really sure what it's called. It works your upper body as well as your core. So what you want to do is, make it hard for me to show. On the video, you want to get on your ball, shins on the ball. You want to bring the ball in and back to plank. In and back to plank. A variation would be in to plank to push up. In to plank to push up. So that's the ball in. Okay, next is the legs up dumbbell crunch. You want to keep your legs straight up over the hip. You want to hold your dumbbell close to your chin, right above your chest. You want to raise up and lower. Up, lower. You want to keep your head in a neutral position. Mistakes would be tucking your head in or jolting up, like hard. So you want to just stay up and lower. Up and lower. That is your leg up dumbbell crunch. Okay, next for your abs is a Romanian twist. You want to hold the dumbbell right at your lower chest. You can hold your feet up or you can keep them on the floor. It's more difficult when you hold your feet up. You want to just twist to the right and to the left, keeping that stomach tight, nice and slow. Control the movement. Make sure your head is in line with your spine. A variation would be doing the same thing using a medicine ball. Next exercise, barbell squat. It's an excellent exercise for your legs, all over upper thigh, and your glutes. The farther down you go down, the more you'll hit your butt. The wider the legs are, the more you'll hit your butt. A closer stance squat would hit your quadriceps a little bit more. We're going to do the wide stance barbell squat. You want to put the bar on your upper back. Wide stance, a little wider than shoulder width, toes pointed forward. You want to keep your chest up, your head squat all the way down, bringing your hips back. Your knees are directly over your ankles. Press those heels in, press all the way up. All the way down, press all the way up. Mistakes would be you want to keep your chest up at all times. You do not want to bend over or round the back. Your back will naturally come forward as you squat down. Knees directly over. Squat it right back up to starting position. You don't want to have your knees go over your ankles. That puts a lot of pressure on your knees. You want to be careful of that. As you come up, you want to make sure you press those heels in. So, I think that's the basic squat. If you did want to do that with a bar, with some dumbbells, it would be a closer squat. Same thing. It hits the quads a little more. Dumbbells at your side. Down, get that butt back. Squeeze those heels in. Knees directly over the ankles. That would be a variation, but it is not a wide stance squat. The next exercise we're going to do is a dumbbell squat. Same thing we did before, but we're going to hold the dumbbells up here. Same situation. See if you can see me here. Squat it down. Thrust the dumbbells up. So this is another compound move. Start with your dumbbell shoulder width. It's a forward press. Legs wide. Squat down. Press it up. Down. Press it up. You might need to use a little bit of lighter weight because you're working your shoulders. It's a compound move. It's going to be a little bit tougher. Next exercise is the reverse lunge. I really like lunges because it singles out each leg, making sure that one leg is not stronger than the other. It's a great total upper leg exercise. I think the reverse lunge is a little bit easier on the knees. You always want to make sure your knee is directly over your ankle. So in the reverse lunge, you're going to step back, straight down, drive it up, pressing that heel in. Step back, straight down, drive it up, pressing that heel in. Mistakes would be having your knee go over your ankle. You want to keep it straight in line. Let me try it again. Move the camera so you could see a little bit more my feet. So both of them straight, straight back, all the way down, press that heel in. Straight back, press that heel in. The reverse lunge. Okay, the next exercise is the dumbbell alternating lunge. This is a forward lunge movement. If it's too much on your knees, you could change it to the backwards alternating lunge. Same premises. You want the leg coming forward. You want to push back, working that leg. Make sure your knees do not go over your ankles. So you're going to bring your leg forward, straight down, push it back. Leg forward, straight down, push it back. Straight down, push it back. Drive through that heel, straight down, press in the heel, push it back. You do not want your knee over your ankle. Alternating lunge. Once again, if it's too much, just keep alternate to the alternating reverse lunge. Next exercise is the barbell. You can use a barbell, put it on your back, same way as if you were going to do a squat, or you can use the dumbbells. I am going to show you with dumbbells. If you wanted to use a barbell, if you didn't have enough weights, that were heavy enough for the dumbbells, same thing, barbells, as you were going to do a squat, same positioning. This is a step up, and the higher your step, the harder it is. So what you want to do is keep your back straight, knee right over your ankle, step up, same foot, step down. Step up, same foot, step down. You would do as many repetitions as needed. Same thing, step up, other leg, same foot, step down. A basic step up. Same foot, step down. Basic step up variation would be keeping the foot up, stepping up, step down. Step up, step down. Most important thing, that the knee is directly over the ankle. Okay, next is the bent leg deadlifts for the back of your legs. You're going to start with the barbell, hands a little wider than shoulder width, feet about shoulder width apart. Your knees are slightly bent, about 20 degrees. You don't want to bend them like too much. You want to keep the back straight and the head in line with the spine. You want to keep the bar close to your legs. Slowly down, pressing the hips back as far as you can go. Come up, pressing those heels in. Squeeze the butt. Slowly down, as far as you can go. Come up, pressing those heels in, squeezing the butt. Mistakes would be bending the legs too much, rounding the back. You want to kick that butt, hit those hips back, all the way down, squeeze it up. The bent leg deadlift. Okay, the next exercise is our plank, and a plank is excellent core developing exercise. You want your whole body straight like a plank. Your head is in line with your spine. You're up on your toes. Stomach is held tight. Mistakes would be arching your back too far down. Hips up. Basic plank. Everything is in line. Another mistake, tipping your head. You want it to be one straight line, holding that stomach in nice and tight. Variation, the low plank. Same thing. Everything is in line. You don't want to dip your head down. You don't want to arch your back. And you don't want to keep your butt up too high. Basic plank. The next exercise is the Superman, and it just strengthens your lower back. Keep it nice and strong. You want to lay flat. And an X. Lift up. Hold it. And bring it right back down. Lift up. Hold it. Bring it right back down. Superman strengthens your lower back. Next is our dumbbell crunch. You want to lay flat back on the floor. You can see me. Head in a neutral position. Dumbbell close to your chin on your upper part of your chest. Make sure your lower back is pressed into the floor. You want to lift up, just a crunch, and lower. Get those shoulders off the floor and lower. Head in line with your spine and lower. Up, lower. Mistakes would be arching your back, curling your head down. All right, you can also do a full dumbbell sit-up where you're going to come up totally off the ground. Dumbbell, the upper part of your chest, head in line with your spine. You're going to sit up and slowly roll down. Sit up and slowly roll down. Up, slowly roll down. Mistake would be throwing yourself up, arching the back. The dumbbell sit-up. Next is the shoulder press. You can do this exercise using the dumbbells, or you can use the barbell. And you can do it sitting or standing. You're going to bring the dumbbells to your shoulders. Press it straight up. Don't lock the elbows. Bring them all the way back down to the shoulders. Straight up, all the way back down to the shoulders. Make sure your stomach is tight. That'll support your lower back. You don't want to arch. And then once again, you can do the same exercise, the shoulder press. Keep that stomach tight and lower. You can do that same exercise with the barbell, sitting or standing. Just make sure your stomach is tight and you don't excessively arch that back. Next exercise is the rear delt fly. Same positioning as your bent over row, but a different movement. You're working the back. You're going to bend over. Your back is flat. Your hips are back. Your head is in line with your spine. You're going to bring the weights out, slowly lower. Out and slowly lower. Mistakes would be arching your back. Not bending over enough, bending down too low, not keeping your head in line with your spine. Rear delt fly. Okay, next is our biceps. There's many exercises we can do for them. The first one, and many grips. You have different heads of your biceps, so you can have lots of variations for your biceps. This is a barbell curl. My hands right now are a little bit farther than shoulder width. You're going to curl it up, slowly bring it all the way down. Curl it up, slowly bring it all the way down. Bringing your hands closer will just hit your muscle in a different way. Curl it up, slowly bring it down. Curl it up, slowly bring it down. Mistakes are throwing your back, throwing the weight up. You want to always do slow and controlled moves. The barbell curl. You can also take your dumbbells, point them forward into a hammer curl and down. You can do alternating hammer curls or double. Up, slowly bring it down. Same thing as throwing the weight. You want to concentrate on that bicep. You can do an alternating curl, up with a slight turn, up with a slight turn. You can face the dumbbells forward, curl them forward, and all the way down. Up and all the way down. You just don't want to throw the weight. You can vary your bicep exercises each week. If I have a barbell curl, you can do a dumbbell curl. an alternating, a hammer, the curl with a slight twist, just so you're doing the amount of reps. Okay, next is our close grip bench press. You're going to lie flat on a bench. Instead of having the wide grip, we're going to keep it close, a little bit closer than shoulder width apart. You're going to bring the bar straight up over your chest. Slowly bring it all the way down to your chest and push it up. All the way down and push it up. This just concentrates and hit your triceps a little bit more than the wide grip bench press. So that's the close grip bench press. It's my dog. Next is the tricep push-ups. Same thing, just putting your hands at a slightly different angle will hit your triceps a little more. We have them in a diamond shape. Same thing, keep your head in line with the spine. Your feet, you're up on your toes. Plank position like. Bring it all the way down. Push it straight up. All the way down. Push it straight up. Make sure your head is in line with your spine. Like I did, you don't want to dip your head down. Everything is in a straight line. Tricep push. Next is our bicycle crunches. For the bicycle crunch, you want to lay flat on your back. You want to raise your shoulders off the floor. You want to bring opposite elbow to opposite knee. Try to keep your head in line with the spine. The lower your legs are, the more you're working your core. Bicycle crunch. Next exercise are reverse crunches. You want to lie flat with your legs straight above your hips. You want to lift the legs straight up to the ceiling using your lower abs. Lift straight up to the ceiling. Straight up to the ceiling. A mistake would be rolling back or throwing your legs up. You want to lift them and lower. Reverse crunch. Next exercise is our pike walk. It's good for your core and your upper body. You want to bring it down, walk it straight out to a plank, and then walk it straight back. Basic pike walk. A variation would be bring it down, walk it to a plank, push up, walk it back. Make sure that your body is a nice plank, head in line with your spine, and walk it back. Pike walk with push-up. Finally, it's the jump squat. This gives your legs explosive power. It's a plyometric exercise. You want to bring it down. Same thing as if we had the barbell. You want to bring it down, get those hips back, knees directly in line with your ankles. Explode up. Down, explode up. Down, explode up. Front, same thing. Down, explode up. Down, explode up. Press those heels in through the ground and explode yourself up.